Have you ever looked up at the sky and around you and asked yourself, am I doing the right thing? Is it worth it? Is it worth taking in the pain after all what you've done in your life? But wait, stop. This is a food safety video, not an indie movie. Okay, moving on to the main idea. The video that you're watching right now or witnessing gives you a few concepts on how to purchase the right type, or in other words, the safe type of foods and storing them correctly in a household. So, the first thing you see right now is the chicken, which is a common type that is bought by many people for their daily kinds of dishes like fried chicken, adobo, and so on. So, the characteristics of a fresh chicken should be pinkish with no yellowing or dark spots on it. If you spot any dark spots or yellowing on the chicken, you must know that the chicken might be contaminated by a pathogen, or it has been time temperature abused during the delivery. The next type of meat you're seeing right now is the pork, which is famous among Filipinos and families over here. So, the first thing you should look out for when buying pork meat, you should check if the meat is red. Well, not exactly red, but reddish pink in color, and a bit of a pale pink from the outside, which is the signs of a fresh type of pork meat. Moving on to the fresh type of beef. So, the characteristics of a fresh beef is dark reddish brown, and the fat part should be a bit of a pale pink. So yeah, if you don't find these characteristics in the beef that you're purchasing, then know that the meat is already spoiled and isn't in a good condition at all. Here are a few shots of people slicing up pork meat. So this isn't actually a hygienic place, but most people nowadays buy their fresh type of meat from a place called a wet market, or in Filipino called a palengke. So the following are few shots of people chopping up pork, which is the most cheapest and affordable type of meat in the Philippines. And last but not the least, seafood. And I'm talking about fish to be exact, since it's the most common type of seafood that people buy nowadays. So the characteristics of a fresh fish is, as you can see, the fish is still moving around. Makes me feel like the fish would jump out of the screen and smack you in the face. But the characteristics actually is, if you touch the fish and the meat of the fish bounces back, then know that it's still fresh and not spoiled. And always check if their eyes are red or a bit of a fresh color, especially when they're a bit golden or gray. Now that we are done with the types and characteristics of the meat, poultry, and pork and seafood, we'll move towards storage. So, when it comes to storage, always make sure that the storage that you're going to keep the fresh type of meat, poultry, or seafood should be clean and sanitized, usually every month or so, especially in a household. Always make sure to separate the RTE or ready to eat food from raw food. And always make sure that the temperature of the freezer should be below 0 degrees Celsius, and the normal temperature for storing RTE or cooked food should be at least 5 degrees Celsius or lower, so the food doesn't get spoiled or rotten in the fridge. And that is it. That's a wrap for the whole video. Thank you, and I hope you learned something from watching the video that I have presented to you guys.